Hi, my name's Wyatt. We're here in my room in Amelia, Ohio. I am a certified pharmacy technician. I work for Kroger Pharmacy, and we're currently here right now in front of my computer where I spend a lot of my time. I first started playing video games back, like when I was real little. We had probably like 6 or 7. We'd gotten a GameCube, and there weren't a whole lot of other kids around, and so I feel like that was like a really good way to keep me occupied. My parents worked a lot, so that was a good way for me to just kind of stay active and like keeping the brain engaged. Gaming to me is a means of bringing people together. Um, it allows people to express themselves where they otherwise may not be able to, and to escape. It's a means of escapism as well, like being able to kind of separate yourself from harsh realities, whatever that may be.
I think what originally drew me to me was it was a fun way to recreate. I wasn't very athletic. I participated in the band, marching band, jazz band, wind ensemble in high school. But even before that, I never really got into sports, tried it, but got crushed. So I turned to video games and gaming as something that was enjoyable for me. So my current role is the esports program manager. What that means is I am in charge of the facility, like the one we're sitting in now, at least on the esports side. I also oversee graduate assistant, as well as our student team. Working in esports wasn't always something that I thought I was going to do or necessarily wanted to do. I view it as a way to socialize and connect with people. At least, and for me, it's a way to unwind and relax if I'm not playing a competitive title, where I get mad and frustrated. Although I say that laughing because that level of mad frustration is not comparable to like life frustrations. Esports is young, so I think there is a lot of development still that needs to happen and foundation.
I first started playing video games when I was 7. I was gifted a copy of Pokemon Pearl. I think what drew me to them was just I could kind of do anything and be anything. I know definitely that singular Pokemon Pearl game has influenced like me as an artist and me as just a person. Casually with friends, I really enjoy playing Genshin Impact. I am turning all of my friends onto it. I play other games that are a bit more competitive occasionally with friends, more at the casual level though. So stuff like Smite, every once in a while maybe a league game, and then any kind of just cooperative or a game without expectations. I definitely have noticed lack of diversity, more so in the fact that diversity will start to happen and then it gets shut down by those who want to be loud about it.
Or he got like the perfect flick so I couldn't challenge. It's so stupid. Like he did not need to do that.
Hi, my name is Sam Carroll. I'm a senior at Illinois State University. My major is Recreation and Park Administration. I have been competing on the varsity Rocket League team for 4 years now. I joined when I was a freshman, and this is about my last year, so I'm finishing everything up right now. The main game that I play and that I compete at Illinois State for is Rocket League. The big objective is basically just to score goals, hit the ball with your car into the other team's net. So it plays kind of like a combination of soccer and hockey. I think I'm very fortunate to have a really good relationship with my teammates. Outside of the game, we're very good friends. We communicate just how you would with any other friend. In game, I think a lot of it, more emotions come out. Sometimes, none of us would ever, intentionally be mean to the other person, but it's a lot of very fast communication. You really have to, find ways to be brief in your communication. So the pressure's on, people get stressed out. You have to keep your emotions in check. I think it's really similar to a professional sport. So, for example, in Rocket League, before I started competing, I loved the game so much and I wanted to see how people who were so much better than me competed. So I would watch all these professional teams and pros and I would just be amazed at what they were doing. Never had ever considered competing in esports to be something for my future, but I tried out. I said, see what happens, and it ended up working out. And for the past 4 years, competing in esports has been, outside of classes and stuff, one of the biggest things in my life. So I kind of stumbled into it, but I'm really happy I got the opportunity.
Yeah, RuneScape's at 23. We got CSGO. Between two accounts on Dota, where is it at? We've got 2812 on this account. The other account has 680 or 48. So these are these are hobbies and pastimes that I've sunk thousands of hours into, but I'm not I don't think that I'm going to ever make that push to be professional, anything like that. As far as goals go with these games, it's much more about having fun in a match or in a moment, as far as the competitive games go anyways.
In some way, I want to be involved. I enjoy the scene. I enjoy the different types of people who walk through esports. And I truly think that esports has the opportunity to be something revolutionary for people who don't get represented often in sports, in life, in TV, movies, music. And I want to encourage that. I want to be a part of that. Even just at ISU, I feel like I've pushed a lot in terms of representation, and I want to continue doing that in the professional world because I know I have the power to do so. Yeah.
If I do play with girls or female identifying folk, then I don't know a lot of the time that it's happening. I feel like they're not as vocal. I feel like some people are kind of quick to react and be either rude or harassing, and so it can make it difficult for women in games to want to speak up.
I'm not one to appreciate being judged for my gender identity or just personal things about me that I can't change. It doesn't correlate to my gaming ability, nor does it matter in this instance or any.
I think that we've come a long way in regards to being more inclusive in video games. I think that there's still lots of hurdles. There's still lots of work to be done in regards to, building up and fostering these communities.
We're seeing more people talk about this as an issue and recognize that being mean, rude, condescending, sexist, list any of the isms, that's not okay, and that that's a behavior that isn't going to be tolerated anymore in the esports space.